driving range one. Golf is
He can
number
hit
two.
it. He can hit it to 100 yards. I've seen him do
Yes, I
that.
can.
With a
Yeah,
driver?
yeah. But it always everything goes to the right,
Oh, you slice it.
Ah, hands faster than your body.
and
Yeah.
so all right, learn new things. All right, but I I would to get it to go straight. I would just like kind of like turn to the side. I
Yeah.
freaked a couple people out, but it worked. It
Were
worked.
you a
Hey, just
danger
Freaked
play
to
a
the
lot of people
slice,
society?
out.
dude.
Were you a danger to society a few times at Top Golf?
At Top Golf, no.
Yeah, like bouncing it off the thing,
I,
like the
I
ball comes out of or shit like that.
I don't know if I don't remember if it was him or not, but he definitely. I think you hit the net a time or two above us.
Maybe.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's why
Just
there's a
a
net
little
there.
top. Just a little top. That's
Yeah.
all it was.
Oh, got under it a bit. Oh yeah, I
A guy,
played
a
this
guy
weekend. Did
getting it
not do very
under
good.
right now. Davante Adams. Whole house is going on top of him.
Dude, I knew if I said something in our post game show that shit would develop, and shit has developed.
Maybe, maybe,
Develops.
maybe it's for the best for the Raiders. You know, obviously he's a good
Maybe it
talent,
is.
but after the loss to the Panthers, Antonio Pierce has came out and said, you know, there's a couple players out there making business decisions, and you know we'll make business decisions on our end too. And it seems like uh, uh, Davante Adams is one of those guys that he was talking about. I know Twitter was speculating about Davante Adams being one of those guys. And it seems like that's going to continue until he is off the team. Not only has he requested a trade, but some of the language that Antonio Pierce has been using in his post-game press conferences or pre-game press conferences, I should say, has he does no longer refers to Davante Adams by name. He calls him 17, and he looks away from the crowd and the cameras, and he pulls on his hoodie and tries to loosen it up a little bit. He does not refer to Davante Adams by name in press conferences anymore.
I think
It,
AP is a big out of sight, out of mind guy. Like if he's not in the building, if he's not going to help us win, if he's not around here, I don't give a fuck about him. Why would I? So it is what it is. It's the
just
NFL's a
almost.
business,
Did you
and
guys see
yeah,
the story that I mean? I feel like they want to blow everything like this out of proportion, anyways. But Antonio Pierce liked a post on social media
yeah,
about
I saw that.
Davante Adams getting traded and blah blah blah.
Mhm.
And another thing, does fucking K Adams talk to Davante Adams like every morning or something like
Dude, I
this?
didn't know that. I did
Like
not know that.
I see clips of them talking all the time, and like this was like real time talking about the whole social media thing, and it just outside looking in, it really feels like Davante Adams and his head coach Antonio Pierce are like at odds, like they don't like each
Mhm.
other, and he wants out and he wants them gone. So
Well, we know Davante Adams wanted out as soon as Derek Carr left. The only reason why he went to Vegas was so that he could play with Derek Carr, and there was even talks about him being traded while Carr was there. Not heavily by any means, but as soon as Derek Carr was gone, you knew that the media already started talking about trades going on to New York to the Jets with Aaron Rodgers, and so it seems like the Saints and Roger and the Jets are top of mind for potential trade possibilities. Chiefs have been named, but realistically, that's probably not going to happen unless they well overpay for him, and then obviously have to restructure his contract to fit it in with the cap. Um, so, I mean, you've got the Jets for him to go back and play with Aaron Rodgers. Possibility of him going to the Saints and playing with his best friend Derek Carr. What are there any other possibilities out there for him at all, or do you think realistically it's just those two?
There's a
they
dark
leave
horse in
already.
this. The Commanders. Commanders
Yeah.
could be a very big dark horse to go in and go after him. They have Jaden Daniels, who looks absolutely fantastic on the rookie contract. Why not go all in for him right now and see what you can do with Devontae as well? You already got Scary Terry there. Why not add another great piece out there?
Yeah, I
That
think
would be a bad
maybe
move.
maybe the Ravens. I don't know how much what the Ravens space looks like cap wise or anything like that, but I mean another piece to that Ravens team would make them look even scarier. So
Right now, the Ravens only have they have less cap room than the Kansas City Chiefs. They've got $4.3 million But again, all the guaranteed money that is owed to Davante Adams this year and next year would have been paid out by the Raiders, which means that anything that's left on this year's contract and next year's contract can be restructured via signing bonuses or basically just do a whole different contractual deal.
Yeah.
Um,
I just hope he goes somewhere good. I have no real ill will towards Davante Adams. He's definitely helped the Raiders, and I'm thankful for everything he's done. I don't really know if he was the one making business decisions, possibly, because of everything that's happened. But I love him as a Raider. I hope we don't give him up for a fourth round pick like we fucking did for like we did with Randy Moss. I really really hope we don't do that. But yeah, no, I hope he goes somewhere where he can win. If and when he leaves.
Looking at the rest of the cap spaces here, the Commanders have more than $25 million in cap space, so they could do the pick plus maybe a no-name player or whatever that the Raiders were asking for. They did only ask for a second round pick and then maybe some additional compensation, but if it's only going to take a second round pick, they can fit him underneath the wage structure, no issues. The Saints have $2.7 million tied up in the cap, so it'd probably be smart to send Taysom Hill the other way. If you're the Saints, just get that off the books because that man doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't do a whole lot outside of just like special teams and a couple times on offense. The Ravens, obviously, the Chiefs, obviously, the Jets cap space here in for the remainder of this season. They're looking at 16.8 mil, so they could also fit him in under the cap without doing a restructure or having to give away too big of a piece, which could be something that may be more advantageous for the Jets in doing so. Garrett Wilson only has, I believe this is year 4 in the league. If am I correct there? Year 4 for Garrett Wilson.
Yes, you
So
are.
thank you. So year 4 for Garrett Wilson, that means he's only got one more year left on that rookie deal, which is a player option. So they could potentially be looking to move off of Garrett Wilson. There's some teams out there looking, namely the Chiefs. I kind of mentioned this to Tommy earlier, and we can dive into some of that later on with the Chiefs in the coming weeks. But I wouldn't rule out the possibilities of Garrett Wilson potentially being out of New York looking for a new place where the quarterback will actually throw to him.
Wherever
I don't
he
think.
goes.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Dabo.
Look, Davante Adams still has some of the crispiest routes in the NFL. I haven't minded playing him on the Raiders because the Raiders are just like fucking poo, anyways. But he can single-handedly almost beat us. Like he had a game in Arrowhead that was absolutely nuts that we still won. But the one where he like shoved a reporter or something afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah, that Monday night game.
The camera guy. Camera guy. But so I'm honestly hoping he doesn't go to the Jets or another AFC team. Let's leave him go to the Saints, play with fucking Derek Carr again. I don't give a shit.
After this week.
After this. Yeah.
But
he's not going to play this week. He's not playing for us or
no,
anything like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's only listed as questionable. He's not listed as doubtful.
That came out pretty recently today. He's not
playing. Oh, okay. I haven't checked since
since
3:00. So there you go. He's not going to play. I doubt it really has much to do with the hammy at this point. I think it has more to do with let's get him out of the team via Antonio Pierce. So they'll probably be working on a deal very, very soon because the more that time goes by, the less valuable he is for trade compensation due to the contract.
Well, then he's just an old guy too,